In this video, we're going to learn how to solve these repeated physics questions in current electricity for the subtopic meter bridge. So we're going to practice with 3 repeated questions for this subtopic meter bridge under current electricity. So let's get started. The first question I have here says the meter bridge is set up as shown. To determine an unknown resistance X using a standard 50 ohms resistor, the galvanometer shows null point when tapping key is a 40 cm mark. The value of X is what? Alright, now before we begin to solve this question, let's know what a meter bridge is. For those of you that might not know, a meter bridge basically is a device used to determine the unknown resistance of a coil or any other material that is a conductor. Alright, so having known that, let's go ahead and solve this question. Now guys, when it comes to meter bridge, this is a formula I basically use, alright, I follow to solve problems involving meter bridge. So this is a formula: R1 over L1 equals R2 over L2. This is the formula that works for me, and I also believe that it will work for most of you watching this video. So in this question, we have our R1 is 50 ohms, okay, that's the resistor, the first resistor. Then our L1 is the first length, which is 40, equals, now basically we are looking for the value of X, the R2, the second resistor. So let's call it X, R2, let's call it X over. Now to get the L2, basically if you look at this diagram, from here to here is 100 cm. So to get the second length, what you do now will be to subtract 40 from 100. So when you subtract 40 from 100, that's 100 minus 40. The L2 will be what? 60. Okay, so that's 60 cm. At this point, let's cross multiply. We're going to have 40x equals 60 times 50. Okay, so you're going to have 40x equals, now when you multiply 60 by 50, you're going to have 6 times 5. You're going to have basically 3000. Alright, so at this juncture, let's divide by 40 to make a solid formula. So we're going to have divided by 40. So our X will be, when you divide 300 by 4, we're going to have 75. Okay, so our R2, which is second resistor, will be 75 ohm. Okay, so that's it for this particular question. It's as simple as this. Alright, so let's wipe this now, solve the next repeated question. Okay, so the next repeated question will be this one. It says the diagram above shows a balanced meter bridge. The value of X is what? So this time around, let me show you. We are looking for the L2. Remember, from the formula I established, R1 over L1 equals R2 over L2. So in this question, our R1, that's the initial resistor, is everything here. These are second resistor R2, these are second length. So the initial length is unknown, so that's what we're looking for. The value of X is the L1. Now to get the R1, the resistor here is connected in parallel. So if you want to calculate the sum of resistors in parallel, this is the formula you use. 1 over R equals, we have 1 over 8 plus 1 over 8. Okay, so when you find the LCM is 8. So 8 into 8 is 1 times YR1 plus 8 into 8 is 1 times YR1. So you're left with 1 over R equals 2 over 8. Okay, So when you cross multiply, we're going to have 8 equals 2r by both sides by 2. So the sum of the resistors, so the sum of the resistance in parallel will be 8 divided 2 to give you 4 ohms. So our R1 is what? 4 ohms. So at this juncture, let's plug it in the formula. We're going to have 4 over our L1 is unknown, let's call it X, equals our R2 is 8 ohms. I've already showed you guys the one at the right, this one, okay, is 8 ohms over, now the second length we have it to be 100 minus X. Okay, so you cross multiply. So when you cross multiply, we're going to have 4 times 100 minus X equals 8x. So when you break down, you're going to have 400 minus 4x equals 8x. Remember, I want to make S-ray formula, you collect like terms, this will cross over the equality sign and it will change to positive. So you're going to have 400 equals 8x plus 4x, you're going to have 12x. Divide both sides by 12. Okay, so let's punch this now in the calculator and see what it's going to give us. So we have 400 divide 12. The output is what? 33.33. So the correct option is option B. The second, okay, the initial length is 33.3 cm. Okay, so it's as simple as this. Let's wipe this now, solve the last repeated question. So guys, before you solve this question, if you are new to our channel, ensure that you are subscribed to this channel and now for more of our videos. Really appreciate this, guys. Alright, so let's solve the last question. Let's wipe this. Okay, so the last repeated question will be this one. It says, in a meter bridge experiment, 2 resistors, 2 ohms and 3 ohms, occupy the left and right gaps respectively. Find the balance point from the left side of the bridge. Okay, so guys, remember our formula, we have R1 over L1 equals R2 over L2. So basically we have the two resistors to be 2 ohm and 3 ohm respectively. So we are looking for L1, the balance point from the left. And even they see the balance point from the right, it would have been the L2 we'll be looking for. So let's impute this. It's going to give us our R1 is 2 over X, okay, equals our R2, we have it to be 3 over, now remember our L2 will be 100 minus X, X is unknown. Okay, so let's cross multiply. This is going to give us 2 in brackets 100 minus X equals 3x. So this gives us 200 minus 2x equals 3x. Let's go like that. This cross over and it will change to plus. We are going to have 200 equals 5x. So divide both sides by 5. Alright, so this will cancel itself. Our x will now be 200 divided by 5. We're going to have what? 40 cm. So our x initial length is what? 40 cm. The correct option to this question is option A. So it's as simple as this. This basically can deal with problems calculations involving meter bridge, which is the subtopic under current electricity. For your physics, we practice with 3 repeated questions under it. Hope there's something interesting from the video. Let's call it a video, guys. If you are new to our channel, once more ensure that you are subscribed to this channel now by hitting the subscribe button for more of our videos. Also like, share and comment on this video. Tell me how you feel, what you learned from this video. If you seem to have any specific questions to ask regarding what I've talked about in this video, feel free to leave your question in the comment section below and I'll ensure to give you a response. Also ensure that you are part of our channel membership by clicking on the join button. In our channel membership, we share special information to the community that helps to simplify the academic work. So join us today, I'll be glad you did. Click on the screen above and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.